Let me ask you, when you look around in the world and you look in the mirror, do you really want to look around and go, hey, this is as good as it gets? However it was that I was born, this is just what it is and there's nothing I can do about it? Or do you really want to believe that you have control over your life, that you have the ability to influence things? And then let me guess, you didn't come with an owner's manual that told you how to do any of that stuff, did you? You didn't come with an owner's manual that told you how to fit into society. You didn't come with an owner's manual that told you how to tap into your total self, into all of your various gifts and abilities. At least I didn't. And so I've spent my time putting together my own owner's manual. And here over the last 49 years, I want to share that information here with you. So, welcome to I Didn't Come With an Owner's Manual. Because life isn't meant to be a mystery. The information and knowledge isn't meant for a few. It's meant for everybody. Right? None of this stuff is a secret. What's happening in the world today and what's going to be happening over the next 5, 7, 10 years is not meant to be a secret to humanity. All of these changes in evolution were all meant to be known in advance for everybody to be prepared for and to operate and live in harmony. And so, if you didn't get an owner's manual, don't worry. We're going to see what we can do about helping you to put together your own owner's manual now through this video series. Well, the first thing we need to address is that you're an entity of consciousness. And what exactly does that mean? Well, the best way that I could probably try to describe this is to equate it to the TV show The Masked Singer, if you're familiar. Famous people, for whatever reasons, put on a costume and they sing. And a lot of times when they talk and they explain why they did this, it was because, hey, I wanted to go and I wanted to explore this different dimension of myself. But hey, I wanted to have a costume that helped me feel a little bit more comfortable in order to do so. Well, very similar to the game of life. As an entity of consciousness, your total self, who you are and your identity, is not this human suit. No, that's your soul. That's like your ethereal self. And when you want to take on and learn through a more physical experience, you put on a human suit. So yeah, that's right. When you look in the mirror, you designed that suit. Why did you design it that way? Well, again, that's stuff that you're going to have to figure out. But what I can tell you is that when you designed your suit, it was purposeful and intentional to support you and your life goals. Oh yeah, this is actually a journey of growth, restoration, and reclamation. This is not chaos. This is not random. You're here to get things done intentionally. But again, most likely it didn't come with an owner's manual, and so some of that probably got lost in translation. Regardless of the path and the journey and what you're here to learn, right? Everybody should be able to feel comfortable and confident in their own skin on this journey. Everyone is meant to be happy, healthy. I just mentioned how, the Earth is going through some evolutions and changes here over the next 7 to 10 years. But here's the deal. As Earth's going through these changes, you're not meant to be afraid. You're not meant to be taken advantage of. And believe me, through these times of change, plenty of people will try. Right? But one of the goals of this series is to help give you the information so that you can confidently and comfortably navigate life, understanding your own gifts, wisdom, kind of internal truth tellers, so that you can recognize and separate between those who are here to help you on your journey and those that might be here to take advantage of you on your journey. Right? Either way, but the important thing is this is all about your learning experience. So wait a second, Graham. You're telling me I'm on a journey of growth, restoration, reclamation, but yet I got to follow all these rules by everybody else, and everywhere I look, someone's trying to conform me, put me in a box, or oppress, marginalize. So how in the world am I supposed to do that? Well, now you understand why we got a lot to talk about here today in this video series, because you got to understand we're going to have to learn how to navigate these imposed realities, and also how to navigate these changing realities. Because those times of one group holding back another, one group pushing down another, one group elevating themselves and oppressing and marginalizing. Those days are coming to an end, my friends. And this transition should not be a time of concern or fear. It should be a time of happiness and joy and confidence, because a new golden age is coming. I know it's really, I know you're looking around and you go, I don't know, what golden age, what are you talking about? Hey, I didn't say it was going to happen overnight, but I am telling you that it's on the way. While the end destination of us bringing in and ushering in a new golden age is going to happen and is etched in stone, the path to get there is not, right? And so what I really hope and choose is that everybody chooses to take the path of least resistance for themselves, the path of healing, the path of happiness, the path of confidence and comfort. Well, here's the great news. And I'm sure if you look around and say, hey, I'd love to have some good news. Give me some great news. I know everything is very intense right now. Look, and it's going to be very intense over the next 5, 7, maybe 10 years. And then the intensity is only going to increase. First thing I want to reassure you that this is a very temporary time. Yeah, we're going to be going through some intensity over these next 5 to 7 years. But this is all part of ushering in change and a new golden age. First of all, it's an individual journey, right? So great news is your ability to figure your life out, your ability to be a happy, healthy, confident person inside of your own human suit isn't dependent upon anybody else, right? So whatever governments decide to do, whatever society decides to do, the goal here is to provide you with the information, the knowledge, the tools. If you'd have your own self-guided journey, you were always meant to be self-sufficient and have a sense of personal empowerment to be able to take care of yourself. So here's the deal. Great news is you come perfectly equipped already to live a life of personal empowerment and self-sufficiency. That's what your human suit is, right? Think of it like biologic AI. It comes with its own wisdom and guidance system and gifts and abilities, but you gotta learn how to use them. And you gotta learn how to tap into them. And if you're like me, I didn't, when I went to school, they sure as heck didn't teach me how to understand my human suit and tap into everything. I had to learn about that, here on the side. And so our goal here in this journey of growth, restoration, reclamation is helping you to tap in and understand how to your total self, removing any sort of trauma, pain, anything else that's holding you back from being your best self, as well as understanding what's available to you, because the reality that we're taught is not the reality in which we exist and what we live in. The reality that we actually exist and live in is actually one of personal empowerment and self-sufficiency. Well, without further ado, there's enough craziness going on out there in the world, so let's start getting you some information to help you feel confident and comfortable in your human suit to navigate this world so that you feel that you can take on whatever comes your way. That's really what confidence is, isn't it? It's the ability to know that you can handle and take on whatever comes your way. Not just take on whatever comes your way, but come out better on the other side. And that's what it's all about. So let's get going and doing that.